This is Twit.
We mentioned last week that Blue Box Security had discovered a vulnerability in Android's security model that could allow attackers to convert up to 99% of apps into Trojan malware. Google now tells ZDNet the hole has been patched and it's been released to OEMs. Blue Box Security CTO Jeff Forrestal had said this master key vulnerability has been around since at least the release of Android 1.6 and could affect any Android phone released in the last 4 years, nearly 900 million devices.
All Things D says the rumored Microsoft managerial mix-up will become official this Thursday. Insiders say the goal is to create something called functional coherence at Microsoft, and that Steve Ballmer has been taking advice from CEO of Ford, Alan Mulally, to set up the new Microsoft. The reports say Microsoft will be divided up by services and devices.
Barnes & Noble has announced that CEO William Lynch has resigned effective immediately, and the company continues to review its current strategic plan. Lynch will be replaced by Michael P. Huseby, who had been the CFO. It is now Chief Executive Officer of Nook Media LLC and President of Barnes & Noble. Max J. Roberts, Chief Executive Officer of Barnes & Noble College, will continue to lead education, reporting to Huseby. Huseby and Mitchell Kipper, Chief Executive Officer of the Barnes & Noble Retail Group, will report directly to Leonard Riggio, Executive Chairman of Barnes & Noble. So yes, a reorg sounds like a great idea.
Who but Huseby to lead Barnes & Noble? The Justice Department says the U.S. government is under no obligation to publish decisions made by the FISA court. The move is in response to a June lawsuit filed by the ACLU challenging the secret nature of the FISA court and its decisions. The Justice Department rejects the ACLU's First Amendment argument and also says the ACLU has no standing to bring a lawsuit.
DirecTV has made an official bid for the online video service Hulu. Time Warner Cable, meanwhile, offered to acquire a stake in the company, say people with knowledge of the situation. Both suitors met a July 5th deadline for binding proposals set by Hulu's board, said the anonymous people. The terms of the offers aren't yet known. Hulu is currently owned by Walt Disney, 20th Century Fox, and Comcast.
BGR says it has details about the next generation of Kindle Fire tablets. Every one of the tablets will see higher resolutions. The 7-inch Kindle Fire will get a 1280 by 800 display. The smaller HD tablet will get a 1900 by 1200 display, while the largest Kindle Fire HD will pack a 2560 by 1600 display into an 8.9-inch screen. The HD tablets will also get a redesign described as chiseled, with changes to the button layout to avoid all that accidental inputting.
After long debates, the French government has finally backtracked on the law which allowed errant subscribers to be disconnected from the internet when you do something wrong. This morning, a decision was published which removed the possibility for file sharers to have their connections cut for copyright infringement. Instead, these rights holders will now be subjected to a system of automated fines, those caught by rights holders, rather. The so-called graduated response to the file sharing issue has, for a long time, been backed by the mainstream music and movie industries.
The owners of Backflip Studios must be doing backflips because Hasbro just paid the company $112 million in cash to take a 70% stake in the company. They make mobile games like Paper Toss and Ninjump. The company will continue to make games under their own titles and also be making games with Hasbro brands like My Little Pony and Transformers. No word if they'll combine titles with something like Paper Pony or Transformer Toss.
More than meets the eye. Nokia is dropping plans to market a tablet running the lighter version of Microsoft Windows, otherwise known as RT. Earlier this year, reports said that Nokia was working on 2 different tablet designs, one running full Windows 8, one running Windows RT. The Windows 8 project is supposedly still underway, though the issue with RT is that, of course, it can't run applications made for anything besides RT, like the full version of Windows 8. A version of Microsoft Office Suite is included on RT devices, though, as standard equipment.
It only took Sprint 300 years, but it finally owns 100% of Clearwire. Sprint's offer of $5 per share was accepted, and the transaction closed today. The deal should help Sprint use Clearwire Spectrum to build out its LTE network.